Hey, what's up everybody? Chris here with another Proto Tech Tip. Now for this week, we're talking hardware add-ons for sheet metal enclosures. Specifically, I want to help you figure out which hardware makes the most sense depending on a few common situations. So let's dive in. At ProtoCase and Protospace MFG, we're basically a one-stop shop for all of your custom manufacturing needs. We handle everything from cutting and bending metal to adding finishes, markings, graphics, and components. And that includes installing hardware like hinges and gaskets so you get a fully finished enclosure without having to jump between multiple suppliers. So designing a sheet metal enclosure isn't just about bending the metal into a box shape. The hardware that you choose, things like hinges, gaskets, handles, rubber feet, drawer slides, cam locks, they're going to all play a big role in how your enclosure holds up in real-world environments. And the right choice really does come down to how, where, and how often the enclosure is going to be used. So let's walk through some common situations, and I'll also tell you why a combination of different hardware is going to usually be the best course of action for most enclosures. First up, what if you need frequent, easy access to the inside of the enclosure? In that case, you want hinges and probably handles too. If someone's opening this thing every week to service it, a removable cover is going to get annoying fast. Hinges turn that panel into a proper swinging door with no juggling loose parts. Add a handle and a latch and you've got something that opens in one motion and closes securely. Now, what if the enclosure is going outside or somewhere where it's going to be wet and dusty? Well, that's where gaskets are going to come in. A gasket is going to sit between the door and the body, and when you close and latch it, it compresses and creates a seal. That's what keeps moisture and dust out. And it's what you need to hit NEMA or IP ratings too. Just keep in mind, a gasket only works if your latches are applying consistent pressure all the way around the edge. Now, what if the enclosure needs to be moved around a lot? Then handles are non-negotiable. Whether it's a portable instrument, a rack mount chassis, or even something that travels between locations, you need a proper grip point. Otherwise, people are going to be grabbing at its edges and even the cables, which is going to be bad for the operators as well as the enclosure. What about something that just sits on a desk or even a bench? Well, then consider something like rubber feet. It's a small addition, but you're going to have a big payoff. They stop the enclosure from sliding around, they protect the surface underneath, and they dampen vibration, and they also lift the base just enough to let air flow underneath for cooling. Really simple, really effective. Now, what if you've got equipment inside that needs to slide out for access, like servers or battery packs or even instrument modules? Drawer slides are going to be the answer here. They let a loaded tray extend smoothly without the operator having to support the full weight. And locking slides keep the tray extended so you've got both hands free while you're working. And the last situation I want to go through is, what if you need to keep people out? Maybe it's a public-facing kiosk or shared equipment or just something sensitive that should not be tampered with. That's going to be where cam locks come in. Turn the key, a cam rotates behind the panel, the door stays shut. It's clean, it's secure, and from the outside, you just see the lock face. Everything else is hidden. But here's the thing, in most real-world enclosures, you're going to be combining several of these components together, because each one is going to be solving a different problem. Now, for example, an outdoor control cabinet might use hinges, a gasket, and a cam lock all at the same time. And on the other hand, let's just say a portable test unit. It might have handles for carrying and rubber feet for when it's sitting on a bench, while a rack-mounted server chassis might also use something like drawer slides for the trays. The best way to figure out what you need is to work backwards from how the enclosure is actually going to be used. Think about how often it will open. What's the environment going to look like? Is it inside or outside? Will it move around a lot? Will it need to be secured? You're going to want to answer these questions, and the right hardware becomes pretty obvious. And if you're working through a situation that's a bit different from what we did cover in this video, just reach out. You can email us at info@protocase.com, or if you're in the aerospace world, info@protospacemfg.com. We're always going to be happy to help. So that's going to be it for this week's Proto Tech Tip video. If you found it useful, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on more tech tips coming your way every single week. Until next time, take care.